Click the got the juice.
Hello everyone, it's me, Shadowness. Welcome to the reactive video. So today is Sunday, and this episode is the final episode of that battle. I mean, I already know that since last month of Dante versus Clyde. So this episode of that battle is about to end in 2025. So is Death Battle gonna have a new season on 2026? And I don't know if they're gonna do that, but they probably will do it. Now, let's not talking about that. Now, this video is going to be a childhood y'all watch. Title of the video is called Ash versus Yugi. Pokemon versus Yugioh. Its video is go by Death Battle. Now, obviously, I have been watching some Pokemon years ago when I was a kid. Yup, and I also watched the Yu-Gi-Oh 2. And obviously, I was going to watch that Yu-Gi-Oh again. I was trying to able to know more about battle status and all that type of stuff. And obviously, the episodes were 100 seasons long. And I've been watching some other different Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, like Yu-Gi-Oh 5Ds, Yu-Gi-Oh Zexals, and Yu-Gi-Oh 7, and the other one similar to that 7 part. Obviously I didn't even look at other Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, but I had looked at Yu-Gi-Oh stuff like 1 year ago. There was a new episode to it. So I know I've been looking at some new Pokemons too. And also I did watch some Pokemons, the new ones, because I've been watching, and also I did watch Pokemons, the Black and White and the XYZ and the Z and Sun, Moon, and but I do really watch Pokemon literally, because and obviously I didn't play literally all the games of Pokemon, but I also watched it, because I remember a year ago, because it used to be have on Cartoon Network. So yeah. So my pick, so I start to say I might as well gonna pick Yu-Gi-Oh on this one. And I know I watched much Pokemon years ago, but I might as well go with Yu-Gi-Oh. Yugi.
Ash Ketchum versus Yugi Moto. The biggest question from the
playground. Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh?
Oh, animation.
And it's our
oh, in case y'all notice, you can see this the bottom right. Alright, it's 2K. It's 21K. See the battle status.
Pokemon. Oh, the kids get their first one at age 10. If you don't sleep in like Ash Ketchum from Pallet Town. Ash wanted to be a Pokemon
He's 10
master,
years old for
really
25 years. Jesus.
Down your rivals to be the very best, like no one ever was. Better than Gary and his dumb groupies. Well, Ash knew he'd find his answers
Natural
at the
Ash
Pokemon
Day, September 15th. Meaning this is his birthday.
And wait, he's your problem
his birthday
now,
is September 15th.
A lot.
Yeah.
The new duo had a rocky start, but after
I have not seen the first season of it, but I only see the half of the episode of Pokemon. Yup.
1,200 episodes, and the
1,000.
cornerstone of 2000's culture. Ash spent decades as a 10-year-old on the great Pokemaniac journey. We should note we are prioritizing the anime that Ash is from, which often differs from the original games that inspired it. Ash is equipped with tons of Pokeballs and an all-knowing Pokedex. That's also a Pokemon, but in a fight, Ash usually chooses Pikachu. Give the yellow-red enough
always
and you'll regret
Ash and
even
Pikachu
ground
duo,
types that would
best
be immune
friends.
to electric attacks in the game.
Oh, he loves ketchup.
Yet somehow Ash is just
Movement,
fine after
Thunderbolt.
repeatedly getting zapped by this same electricity. Over time, Pikachu learned Volt Tackle, Electro Web, Electro Ball,
Yup,
and
seen it.
Pikachu. use Thunderbolt, the perfect attack for outgoing flamboyant thieves and air balloons. Looks like they're blasting off again. So clearly the anime doesn't follow the game rules. Like when Pikachu shot himself with his own thunder while on Swellow, who, you know, is vulnerable to lightning.
The gold.
Somehow they use thunder as a super armor. He even learned how to deflect attacks by just spinning really fast. Whee! Speaking of fast, Pikachu has intercepted lightning, but quick attack increases that speed even more. And his Iron Tail really pairs well with Ash's offensive style. The guy plays crazy, opting for big damage over stalling. Ash's style is so unusual that when a robot scanned his tactics, it exploded. As the great philosophers put it, if it works, is it still stupid? Ash and Pikachu's bond is magnetic and brought them new allies. Misty, Brock, Serena, just to name a few.
Yep, a lot of friends he made.
Bikes, they are loyal friends. Just like Ash's Pokemon. They're not just collecting dust in a shiny hunting box. Ash's League ID won't let him carry more than 6 at a time, but if he needs them, they'll all come running. Water types like Squirtle and Lapras are key in seafaring fights, and Ash can combine their water attacks with Glalie Ice Beam. One time, his Weasel got frozen while using Aqua Jet, which is fine. Now he's using Ice Aqua Battering Ram. Grass types like Bulbasaur and Torterra induce status effects and heal with Synthesis. But Sceptile's a menace.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite battles. One of my, I think that might be my one favorite Pokemon.
That's what I would say if Tobias didn't
well, that was that green. Well, Darkrai was my favorite character, and I watched the Pokemon movie too. I forgot about that.
Almost as much as Infernape's Flare Blitz. Then I'll set my Inferno to overdrive, get my revenge, and Incineroar. Ash had a fiery passion for reaching the top ASAP, but Charizard wasn't on board. Pursuing pride over packs,
Charizard, my favorite Pokemon is Charizard and Darkrai.
But when he needed, Ash started bonding with Pokemon at a deeper level,
and other types of Pokemon, like
motivated them to dodge
the grass type, the fire type, lightning type.
Charizard came around too. He's the last one you want to see on the field. Even if you have a Blastoise like Gary, Ash will call for the most unexpected signature move. Seismic Toss! The people's elbow of Pokemon. Charizard's so strong, his flamethrower melts boulders. The Pokemon world is wild. Ash's Pokedex spells it out. Vanillix causes blizzards. Magikarp leaps over mountains and into space. Dusknoir pulls souls into the spirit world. Oh, and Pikachu cleared a storm as wide as an island. Gotta catch 'em all. Surfetch, Butterfree, Heracrest.
Yep, all of them he collected.
With new regions, soar new flying types like Pidgeot. On land, Ash has physical offense like Melmetal and Crocodile, and Gibble will drop Draco Meteors on anyone, but mainly Piplup. You want physical? Look at Ash. This twerp somehow carried around a Cosmoem, which canonically weighs over a ton. Oh, and this huge log that's basically a whole tree, he chucked it like it was nothing. Ash can choose his own hands if he wants, and he does a lot. Maybe his secret is watching the Minnesota Vikings. Resilience is the bare minimum to HMO1 cut it in the tall grass. Humans and Pokemon must protect and enrich each other's lives. Like Mimey, the Mr. Mime back home who mind boggles you with Reflect, Light Screen, and Psychic.
Also, Ash's mom has one.
The stepdad who Ash caught in a Pokeball and brought home. Oh, so that's how it works. Ash figured out new ways to bond with his pals with Aura. It's a life force that interacts with souls and links Ash with Lucario. This Jackal excels at CQC and shoots steel beams and Aura spheres. And
Lucario is one of the most awesome Pokemon I've seen.
A Mega would have been handy at the Safari Zone when Ash accidentally caught 30 Tauros. And he keeps hugging them. Ash, they're bulls. Ash genuinely loves his little guys, but boy does it suck to see him lose the Pokemon League over and over again. Kid, just turn the hat backwards and lock in. Ash's strength is not in battle theory, but his nurtured bonds. He knows Pokemon feelings better than anyone. With Greninja, Ash
Greninja. Greninja is the favorite awesome Pokemon too.
It comes with a huge power increase, but there's a catch. Ash shares Greninja's pain. A small price to pay for the ultimate water shuriken. Ash Greninja ran the ones with Champion Diantha's Mega Gardevoir. And just a normal Gardevoir can conjure black holes. Ash's Pokemon and teamwork get along like rice balls and jelly-filled donuts. They saved the world from Lysander, who tried to kill all life. They fought the Giants, the Reggie kind, not the New York ones, who halted Reggie Gigas, who can tow entire regions. Ash's team battled Steven Stone and Alon, who fought the terraforming primal forms of Groudon and Kyogre. Yeah, don't get me started on Alon. Ash did everything right, but no, Greninja still lost to his Charizard after only getting hit 3 times. How does Blastburn beat Water Shuriken? Get your type charts right, 4Kids. Boomstick, 4Kids weren't even around anymore when this aired. Regardless, after his loss at Kalos, Ash traveled to Alola and beyond to train. And thanks to some really delicious soup, his new Gengar Gigantamaxed. Hi, Gengar! He haunts foes with G-Max Terror, or even swallows them up. I bet it smells nasty in there. Ash and Pikachu also scored a buff with their Z move. All they need is a power ring, some JoJo poses, and Thunderbolt will evolve into 10 million volt Thunderbolt. This lightning is their ace. You see this?
Oh yeah, I seen this one. I seen this one a year ago.
Cooked. Fused with an
about that part.
Cooked. Ash journeyed so much that monsters from another dimension are nothing to him. Naganadel is a poisonous sniper, and Solgaleo is basically the sun god, a legendary Pokemon whose Sunsteel Strike lights up the universe. Ash got a god in his bag for just being a nice dude. Smell you later, Gary. In fact, when Ash and friends band together, they can halt Dialga's Roar of Time. And Dialga literally controls the concept of time. Is there a legendary Pokemon he hasn't befriended? But it all started with Pikachu. So it was gonna end with Pikachu. In the Tournament of Champions and Alon, Ash faced the #1 trainer. Finally.
Yep.
After 3,000 years, we're free.
I seen this one.
Kids, let my boy win.
And he able to win.
Sure. Ash did his best, and he had no regrets. Now free to hand over his torch to new bright-eyed trainers. Ash realized that to him, a Pokemon Master was someone who was friends with every Pokemon. So he and Pikachu threw a stick in the air and walked the way it landed. Because in the world of Pokemon, the journey continues.
Now.
Many
Alright, now let's check on Yugi.
Of ancient Egypt. What was the secret to such a glorious civilization? Time travel? The divine hand? Aliens? Nah, they were gamers. Egyptians played games with sorcery. These magical ceremonies punished dark hearts with swift death. The Shadow Game. No, Wiz. They were banished to the Shadow Realm. Wink. Sadly, the way of the Shadow Games was lost across time and the pieces of the Millennium Puzzle. It's said the one who solves the puzzle would pass judgment on
Yugioh.
And in the modern day, Yugimoto reassembled and wished
God
for
dang
a
it,
friend.
bro.
Yugioh,
Messed up.
Turn that jam up.
Well, I was just gonna say Yugi.
Was a shy kid that helped
He's
run his
age 18.
grandpa's game shop.
Home,
Little did he know
Dumbo,
that completing the puzzle would
Domino
link his
City.
spirit to an ancient pharaoh. Yami, always willing to lend Yugi a hand and always on demon time while doing so. He's anime Jigsaw. Yami wants to play a Shadow Game. Whether it's Riddle Air Hockey, Mario Party with Chloroform,
This is
or
a
the game that
different
would take
scene.
his world and ours by storm. Duel Monsters.
Duel
It's
Monsters.
a summoner's war. Time to send monsters to the graveyard and take your foe down to 0 life points. When Yugi's grandpa was kidnapped by the deranged CEO, Seto Kaiba, Yugi knew it was time to knock him down the only way he knows how. Playing a children's card game. And
people love Yu-Gi-Oh! And obviously, I never carried a Yu-Gi-Oh! card. I never, like, playing other Yu-Gi-Oh! games. Instead, I've just been watching on Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Yugi.
Swapping your soul, or the infamous Mind Crush. The Millennium Puzzle does far more than force hallucinations. It brings monsters to reality, forms barriers, manipulates probability, and seals away spirits. You can't buy this. It and 6 other Millennium items are juiced up by ghosts. Despite Yami's retribution, Yugi wasn't aware of this darker half. Yami had amnesia, so he didn't know himself either. But after a run-in with enemy Millennium Ring user Dark Bakura and some seriously hardcore LARPing, Yugi and Yami learned each other's shtick and made the dynamic duo.
Animation
With
looks
friends
different.
Taya, Tristan,
Yup.
and their left leg Joey, Yugi and Yami were ready for anything. Because Yugi had a great early deck. Monsters for offense, spells for effects, and traps for setups. Oh, and Exodi... Oh.
Yeah,
there we
just
go.
drop
if
them.
Yugi's deck is so good, why isn't it the meta? Put me in, coach. Face my 2,000 card deck. Don't be too quick to judge. Yugi's a very clever strategist. His style works best at maximizing the use of so-called terrible cards. Yeah, cool story, Wiz. But what's he gonna do about the 3 blue eyes Kaiba's got aiming at his dome? Simple. Summon the monster card Karibo and have him multiply. With a 1,000 strong meat shield, a dragon's breath is a gentle breeze. Well, okay. Didn't know Yugi had that dog in him. But I'm about brute force. Buster Blader and Celtic Guardian are sick, nasty swordsmen. Summon Skull shoots bolts of lightning, and the giant soldier of stone can destroy moons. Time Wizard's better. It's a living clock that fast forwards or rewinds a local area of time, turning monsters to infants or wizards to wise sages. Speaking of wizardry, you can't have a Yugi deck without his right hand.
Dark Magician
and his apprentice,
Dark Magician Girl.
Both are masters of dark magic, and Yugi often pairs them with the damage redirecting magic cylinder. Now that's thinking with portals. There's support monsters too. Catapult Turtle is a bot with a cannon that literally launches other monsters. And when Yugi comboed it with Gaia and Swords of Revealing Light, which immobilizes monsters, they brought down an entire fortress. Wait, that's not how the card game works. Is he cheating? Well, we're prioritizing the manga and anime over anything else, which can differ from the real-world card game. Yugi also has tons of spell
Dang,
cards.
a lot of
Monster
words.
Reborn resurrects a fallen
That's
friend.
a lot of
Turn Jump
freaking-
is a time skip.
all-
And Pot of Greed lets Yugi
Yo,
draw 2
all
more
the
cards,
cards,
like Pot of
so
Greed,
all
which
the
lets him draw
dang
2 more
card
cards, like
spells.
if things get dicey, he has more trap cards to level the field.
Trap
like
cards.
Dimension Sphinx, which reflects damage
You
directly
triggered
back at the
my
opponent's
trap
life points.
card.
And if his monsters and life points get wiped, he can just press Control-Z with Mirage Ruler to get them all back. Pair these cards with Yugi and Yami's teamwork, and nothing could stand in their way. Not even the game's own creator, Pegasus. Get this, Pegasus can read minds. So in their duel, Yugi and Yami kept swapping souls Freaky Friday style, trusting each other to pick up on the strategies they left behind. And the mind reader was stumped. They cheated. No, Pegasus was reading their minds. Regardless, Yugi and Yami are an excellent dueling pair. Yami trusts Yugi to improve on his plans, while Yugi expects Yami to be his bolder half. They're not just smart. These card-slinging geeks are somehow expected to be fit enough to dodge lasers, resist getting their souls ripped out, and survive attacks from duel monsters. Even the most common duel monster can cause tsunamis, rain down meteors, and wreck cities. And all of this power culminated in Battle City, hosted by Kaiba Corp. Because Kaiba really wanted that salty run back against his rival. Salt
Yeah,
only
when his
surpassed by
get
Yami's
back.
biggest hater, Merrick, who wanted the 3 Egyptian god cards to take him out. These cards were Slifer, the Electric Dragon, Ra, the God Phoenix, and Obelisk, who strikes with the power of infinity. This was a different ball game altogether, but Yugi was starting to stand on his own 2 feet. So Yami and Yugi kept dueling on
Episode
in a battle
56.
city that never wants to end. Or stop bullying Joey. But to claim the
Yeah.
Egyptian gods, Yugi and Yami had to face them in duels, pulling off some ridiculously high IQ plays. When battling Slifer, they used a handful of weak cards to create an infinite combo of attacks that went past the gods' limits. And later, Yugi combined Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl's magic into Black Burning magic, promptly defeating Ra. This ain't new for the magicians. In the movie Bonds Beyond Time, they did something
the
similar
crossover.
against Paradox. It's kind of crazy that together, the magicians can defeat the 10-star gods, which are way stronger than mid-tier monsters that are 5 to 9 stars. Mid-tier cards aren't pushovers. Darkhold Dragon is a sentient black hole. Planet alignment moves solar systems, and Jaden's Glow Neos destroyed a relativity field that spawned an entire universe. But at the top would be the great evil god Zork, who showed up to
Zork.
plunge existence
So
into
that's
the realm
his
of
name,
darkness.
the god named
It was
Zork.
time for Yugi to finish the puzzle of who Yami really is. If the monsters weren't real before, they sure were now. Everyone has soul energy, Ba, which manifests as Ka, or a spirit. When
Ba.
used in tandem with the bonds of his cards, Yugi can will duel monsters into reality, even drawing anyone he wishes by believing in the heart of the cards. I knew it! He's been cheating all this time! He doesn't just make up rules, he's stacking his deck! Not at all. For Yugi, drawing the card he needs isn't just luck, it's an actual skill that he developed. It's even expanded in following series like GX and 5Ds. Okay, well, I'd be the king of games too if I could just decide I have a royal flush every round. Whatever. Yami rediscovered his Egyptian past, his multiple lifelong bonds, and his real name, Atem. Claiming his
Atem.
place as the ruler of the afterlife, Atem fused the Egyptian god cards to summon Harakti, the creator of light. She's the
Whoa.
ultimate duel monster who banished Zord
That's
and all
a
of his scary
legendary one.
darkness for good. The epitome of, screw you, I win. No kidding, for Harakti created Yu-Gi-Oh's multiverse with that same light. Judgment had passed. Across many duels, evil was vanquished. There was only one more thing left to do. A post-game boss duel between Yugi and Atem. Their farewell was both climactic and
Oh,
bittersweet.
fight
Yugi
himself.
had grown as a duelist and a person. His victory proved that he no longer needed Atem's help to be his bolder half. Even when Atem was an entire dimension away or busy slapping the end of existence, he and Yugi would always be bros. Okay, it should have been me, not him.
Yeah,
I'm
that
sorry
meme.
I called you a cheater. I was jealous. You're so cool. Yugi moved on to a career in game design and passed the torch to future duelists. He would be remembered as the greatest duelist there ever was. Except to Kaiba, who tried to ascend to the afterlife to rematch Atem. Goes to show you that money can't buy you happiness, but it sure can buy you a sweet rocket ship. There will always be another
That guy
story,
cannot catch a
another
break
duel,
of him.
another game. And you won't find yourself a better opponent than the king of games.
To be continued. It's alright.
All right, the
The
commands
battle's
are
all
set.
set.
We've run the data through all possibilities. Before we start, let's lay some ground rules. We're treating this as a real-time fight, much like typical battles in the Pokemon anime and duels later on in the Yu-Gi-Oh anime. And given that the rules of Pokemon and duel monsters are clearly incompatible, we'll allow them to summon anything that's reasonably available to them. It's time
Okay.
to death battle!
Duel. Okay, I'm fine. That's good. I'm good with that. Step battle. That's it. Let's go. Dark Magic versus Pikachu. Here we go.
You okay, Pikachu? This Furon 4 is tricky. Hang in there.
You have Spirit, but I have Lightning Blade.
Is that the? I
and
thought it would be the
Use my
same
attack.
voice
And I
actor
set
from
one card
Ash.
face down to end my turn.
Whoa.
All right.
Hey guys, it's our turn now. Pikachu, throw him up with
Fight.
the attack.
Okay.
Everyone else, back him up.
All right. Some of the monsters fight with their own.
Great job. Now, Thunderbolt.
Don't get ahead of yourself. You forgot about my
Crap.
face down card.
Oh, trap.
Dimension Snake.
Oh my god, they had one animated frame.
Oh, I
He
get
gave
it.
his best.
Good thing we brought them all, right, Pikachu?
What do you mean, them all?
Them. Oh.
Charizard, I choose you.
All of them. Let's go. That's 200,000 life. Oh, you did something his own on him. Whoa! Look at. Oh my! Oh, Lucario! Oh, it's a. Oh, the Sun God. I didn't know what the name is, but I just said Sun God, that's all. Is it the... Oh! Oh, yeah, they cannot outmatch that. Oh, the Mega Ball. Dark Yugi. Dark Yugi. Okay, Green Ninja. Oh.
I'm sorry, partner.
No.
It's my turn now.
Oh, come on, Yugi. You might pick the win. Come on.
In the heart of the cards.
Oh. Dark Magicians, and 3 of them.
Who's that Pokemon?
Araxi, goddess of light.
Oh.
Magician, flash burning magic. Araxi, Joser.
Whoa. Oh, all of them together. Ah.
Pikachu, let's finish this. Together!
Oh my gosh. This is.
You activated my trap.
Ah, yes.
With it, I'll send your
Let's go.
your light points directly.
Oh, but dang though.
That was an awesome duel, Ash.
The end. Yes. No. Well, he didn't mean to.
Oh, my childhood. Whiz, quick! I need your tears. We can save him.
There's a lot to this, so let's break it down by
Yeah.
experience, strategy, and monsters. Starting with experience. Both Ash and Yugi have risen to the top, beating the best of the best, and traveled all over the world.
But Ash traveled more, was in more tourneys, and saved the world.
But he
way
don't
more
need.
often.
But I
And
wasn't
despite
saying
what people
anything.
say,
But he
he
turned
wins
into
a lot.
stone.
Even attempts
But
stint as the
yes,
doesn't
though.
tip the scale since he wasn't in charge for very long. Plus, Pokemon evolve over time, literally and figuratively. While Yugi's deck is obviously adjustable, the cards are unchanging, unable to grow like Ash's Pokemon.
So Ash wins in experience, but when it comes to strategy, he's a wild card.
He's skilled at improvisation and using the environment to win. Even machines cannot comprehend his tactics.
But the
Yeah.
same goes for Yugi. Gotta remember, Yugi and Atem's teamwork is second to none. They're masters at exploiting weaknesses, setting up
Wait,
tricks,
what
and
about
surprising
Mewtwo?
foes with so-called weak
Or the
Both could likely
Diamond and
adjust to each other's
Pearl.
unpredictability, so a
Oh,
Dark Horse-style
you're gonna
win
let
was
them
unlikely.
out?
But Ash's
They
secret
could've- they
weapon
didn't
is
forgot
his
about
bond with
them.
his Pokemon, boosting their power. I'm not just talking about Pikachu. His power of friendship invented an evolution for Greninja. That's crazy. Ash's trust in his Pokemon knows no limits.
Silly as it may sound, Yugi trusts his deck in the same way. The heart of the cards is real, and Yugi is determined to support his monsters with spells, traps, and buffs. Look at his duels with Merrick and Paradox, where he bolstered his weaker cards to take down gods. With Ba and Ka, his bonds with his cards manifest them into reality, not so dissimilar from Ash Greninja.
Yeah, Ash has aura, but he never mastered it. And specialties like Mega Evolution and Gigantamax, while awesome, only work with specific Pokemon.
And since Ash focuses on offense far more than support, Yugi could control the pace of the fight with cards like Swords of Revealing Light and Magic Cylinder.
But I know some of you are asking, what if Ash threw hands? The kid's strong enough to chuck trees and lift baby gods. Just punch him, man. Well, Yugi's similarly tough, and the Millennium Puzzle
Yeah.
can make shields, steal ghosts, cast illusions, and mess with minds. If Ash actually tried to punch him, it'd be Mewtwo all over again.
It's
Yeah.
a close call, but Yugi takes the edge in strategy.
So it all comes down to the monsters. Yugi had a slightly larger pool of monsters, but Ash's can clear out island-wide storms, fight terraforming beasts, and are stronger than the black hole summoning Gardevoir.
However, Yugi's can rain down meteors, compete with larger black holes, and even the mid-tiers scale to glow Neos, destroying that relativity field with a universe. And Herakti created Yu-Gi-Oh's whole multiverse, surpassing even Solgaleo's Sunsteel Strike and Dialga's Roar of Time.
And Yugi
They
had
did not
more than
bring
just
that-
monsters on the
they
field.
didn't bring the
Ash's
yellow-
strength
those
was also
Pokemon
his
then.
weakness. His power was evenly spread, reliant only on his remaining Pokemon.
If Mr. Mime faints, no more psychic barriers. If you
Yup.
lost Lucario, no more Mega Evolution. And so
Nope.
on. The longer the battle went, the less Pokemon Ash had, and he did not have a reliable way to bring them back. He doesn't carry revives on him, and even then, reviving Pokemon in the anime is entirely different from the games. Meanwhile, Yugi had cards like Mirage Ruler and Monster Reborn that could instantly recall powers he's lost.
And he can, bend fate to draw whatever card he wants. And we didn't even cover them all. Really, Yugi's deck has no pathetic cards.
Exactly. Yugi's versatility and power swept Ash's options,
Yugi takes
giving
the
his monsters
monster.
the lead. He just needed the right moment to knock Ash stone cold.
That was a good attempt at a pun, Wiz. You might not think it's Pharaoh, but Ash got Yugi owned.
The winner is Yugi
Yugioh.
Moto.
Thanks for watching. More fine coming up. We'll be back.
Death Battle will be back in 2026. But right now, you can check
I
out our
was right, they
brand
are
new channel.
coming back
It's called
in
Nightly
2026.
Brew, and we're playing Dungeons and Dragons, Blood on the Clock Tower, and other games that'll probably blow up in our face. So check it out right now, and make sure to subscribe. Thanks.
Oh, that was crazy. That was insane. And I believe that was it, y'all. So, okay. Video is 32 minutes that I've been recording. So, okay, you guys. That was the end of the Death Battle season. So, yeah. That fight was great. But yes, though, Yugi wins. But that was pretty good, though. So, it is true, Ash never captured the legendary Pokemon at all. Like, none. Because literally, he haven't do all those type of stuff. Heal them back and all that stuff. Or, I mean, he did gotta make an illusion and all that stuff too. I just don't know. More he don't carry. He didn't never carry all that stuff like the other Pokemon people have. So yeah. So alright, you guys. Hope that was it for Death Battle from the season. So they're gonna make more in 2026. So it's gonna be busting as heck. So alright, you guys. Hope you all enjoyed this video, and make sure to click the subscribe button and click that notification bell. Oh yeah, make sure you watch some of my own Death Battle reacting videos I had did for almost 1 year, and this one too. Oh yeah, make sure you follow me on Twitter and Instagram on the description right now. So yeah. So alright, Shadow Nest Redon Zero here, and I'll talk to you all later. Peace. And now, since the Death Battle's over, Yugi wins, I think it's time for me to watch some of the Yu-Gi-Oh episodes. And yeah, and I know the Yu-Gi-Oh episodes are hundred episodes, but I might as well gonna watch them.